Eccola! Hi Alexsandra, welcome back.
Thank you guys. Sorry for being late. I had a technical issue. I don't know what's going on with camera or something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay, no problem, because we have a person who talks so much before you.
We had a referee,
you know.
Yeah. I was listening to you because I love Italian very much, because I didn't understand the word actually again, but you sound, guys, as you are mad. But for some reason, when you Italians are mad, it's also beautiful. It sounds beautifully. So
okay.
It was perfect for me.
Ok, beh, qui si parte con un omaggio alla lingua italiana. Mi sembra di poter citare un pesce di nome Wanda, un po' come quando vi ricordate il famoso uso del russo, dello spagnolo. Ecco, più o meno ci ha detto questo Alexsandra, cioè l'italiano, quando poi come dire, salite di tono, è ancora più charmant, divertente, non so come dire, è una lingua che le piace. Beh, del resto io ho sentito dei colloqui piuttosto tono alto in serbo-croato, anche lì non scherzano mica dal punto di vista della lingua. So Alexsandra, last time we saw you, you were in Pioneer for Game 5 between Crvena Zvezda and Partizan. Crvena Zvezda won that game, won the title, the Adriatic League, but a week later the good news for Partizan has come. So next season Serbia will have 2 teams in Euroleague with the wild card for Partizan. What about the sentiment in the country, or maybe the proud to be now back with 2 teams?
Yeah. First I need to say that we are all very proud. No matter if we are cheering for Crvena Zvezda or Partizan, we are very proud to have 2 Serbian clubs in Euroleague again. It was a case in 2013, I think. But we never had actually a Serbian derby match in the Euroleague. So this is going to be the first time for that, and we are so happy to have that. And I don't know, the reactions are very good, not only for basketball crowd, but also for the whole country.
Grande orgoglio ovviamente per quanto riguarda, ho fatto apposta la domanda sul paese perché qui non è una questione di essere tifosi di Partizan o Stella Rossa, come ci diceva Alexsandra, ma è proprio un proud nazionale, perché uno degli stati più importanti nella storia del basket europeo avrà 2 rappresentanti come Partizan e Stella Rossa, e quindi diciamo nel paese dal punto di vista cestistico c'è grande eccitazione per vedere il derby di Eurolega l'anno prossimo, che immagino, non so, una Stark Arena dove ci saranno 27.000 persone probabilmente per vederlo, e poi naturalmente perché tutti sanno che l'Eurolega vuol dire anche probabilmente investimenti, squadre che io credo Partizan e Crvena Zvezda faranno di alto livello, quindi cercheranno di avere un profilo alto per non fare, come dire, figure, no? E quindi non credo che quindi c'è anche questo aspetto qui che rende tutta la situazione super. Era la domanda acclimatante e come sempre partiamo così. Marza adesso invece.
Ciao Alex.
Ciao.
Very simple question. Do you think that Partizan will confirm a very strong financial effort to build a EuroLeague playoff team?
Yes, I think so. Yeah. I think it will be the case with Crvena Zvezda also, because those clubs are not private clubs. They're not. They don't depend on any private company or things like that. They depends only on government and things that had a lot of a connection with politics here and things like that. So I think that the government will be aware of the fact how much is important to have 2 Serbian clubs in the EuroLeague at the same season. So I think that the budget of both clubs will be I cannot say strong. I cannot say strong as CSKA, Real Madrid or Barcelona, but it will be stronger than we expect, and then we got used to it.
Ho chiesto ad Alexsandra se pensa molto semplicemente che il grande sforzo finanziario fatto dal Partizan quest'anno per costruire una squadra per vincere l'Eurocup verrà replicato anche per fare una squadra da playoff in Eurolega. Ha detto che assolutamente si aspetta di sì, perché queste squadre non hanno solo un legame con una proprietà privata, ma hanno dei legami abbastanza forti anche col governo, con tutta una serie di fattori politici. quindi da questi pulpiti verrà riconosciuta l'importanza di avere due squadre serbe, entrambe abbastanza competitive. Per quello lei si aspetta che non solo il Partizan ma anche la Zvezda, cioè la Stella Rossa, abbia un budget abbastanza importante, che non può definire di altissimo livello come quello dei top club europei, però comunque interessante per una stagione competitiva.
Ciao Alex, if I'm not wrong, we will have the first Partizan Zvezda derby of the history at Euroleague level. We talked a lot about the troubles with fans all the series long. Do you think this could be a problem at Euroleague level?
No, because we all know what Euroleague means here. So yes, it's going to be first time that for both clubs to play derby match in the Euroleague, because in 2030 the format of the competition was different, so they didn't play together against each other. And now I think we all know what Euroleague means, and we all know that consequences are very, very different than the consequences in the ABA league. So we all hope that Euroleague will not decide about this, some prevent measures or something like that. That Euroleague will take the decision for both teams to play with fans first, to try to play with fans, and then after that we will see if we are able to play in those circumstances with the fans of one team or another team. Probably we will not have a privilege to see both fans of both teams in the arena at the same time. But anyway, we are expecting to have chance to be good hosts here in Belgrade.
Sarà il primo derby tra Partizan e Stella Rossa, il prossimo a livello Eurolega, quello della prossima stagione, e visti i problemi che ci sono stati a livello di fans lungo la serie di finale di ABA Liga, ho chiesto appunto ad Alex se pensa che potrà essere un problema a livello di Eurolega l'anno prossimo. Mi ha detto chiaramente di no, ma proprio perché tutti sono a conoscenza del fatto che a livello di Eurolega le conseguenze poi sono peggiori se qualcuno, diciamo, supera i limiti, quindi si aspetta assolutamente derby a palazzetto aperto, insomma, con l'arena piena e nessun problema di sorte, insomma, a giocare davanti al pubblico, per dare uno spettacolo che sarà sicuramente, insomma, di altissimo livello anche da quel punto di vista.
Sempre tu a paglia.
Ah, giusto, c'ho anche la seconda, è vero.
La scaletta regna.
Okay. There were rumors about participation of the two Belgrade teams in the next VTB League, and about CSKA choosing Belgrade as his home court. Fake news, or there were really any possibilities?
Yeah, I'm not sure if both clubs, Partizan and Crvena Zvezda, get the invitation for VTB League, but I'm sure that nobody actually thought about that in Partizan or Crvena Zvezda also. I think that they didn't talk about that, they didn't think about that, especially on these days when we were talking about the Euroleague and two Serbian clubs in the Euroleague. And if you want to translate it, so I'll continue. Anyway, about the rumors of the Euroleague, yeah.
Ok, ho fatto una domanda in due parti. La prima era se era fondata, insomma, la notizia che Partizan e Stella Rossa potessero partecipare alla VTB League la prossima stagione, e mi ha detto che non è certa che ci sia stato l'invito per entrambe le squadre, e di sicuro non se ne è parlato e non sembra esserci nulla di concreto in questa fase, dove entrambe sono concentrate soprattutto sull'Eurolega, insomma, sulla partecipazione all'Eurolega.
Yeah, even before the start of the Final Four of the Euroleague here in Belgrade, there were many rumors about whether two Serbian clubs will be in the Euroleague at the same season. That was something that we all wanted to know during the Final Four in Belgrade. That was the main information that we wanted to know. And my question at the press conference the day before the finals with Jordi here in Belgrade was very specific, and I was very specific about that. And his answer also was very decisive and specific. I asked if we could expect two Serbian clubs in the same season in the Euroleague, as well as whether he will be the one who is going to be in charge for that. So that was the other part of the question. Is he going to be in charge for that decision, not only about the Serbian clubs, but also for the Russians and the rest of the league? And he said that he is not even thinking about that. They're not even thinking about that. And that was something that was very interesting for me in that moment. And actually now when we know that Partizan is in Euroleague, I guess you were there actually and followed everything that happens here in Belgrade. In my opinion, that can reflect two sides of the Euroleague actually. At one point, they were very serious about that, and I think they were responsible for that. The Jordi was talking about something that they didn't know anything at that moment. So I don't know. It's probably it was logic not to give us that information at that time. But on the other side, they put the man who leaves the position to speak about that so decisively and on such an important topic at that moment, especially for us in Serbia. So I think they knew that Jordi is not going to be on that position after the Final Four. But anyway, that was the main impression after we knew that Partizan is going to play in the Euroleague. That was the main impression. Like Jordi, 2 weeks ago, Jordi said that they don't think about that anyway. So.
Praticamente la domanda sulla possibile partecipazione delle due squadre serbe, le due squadre di Belgrado alla prossima Eurolega, la stessa che aveva fatto appunto Alex a Bertomeu alla vigilia delle Final Four di Eurolega, e Bertomeu appunto aveva risposto che non ci stava nemmeno pensando appunto all'epoca, e questo era appunto come è cambiata velocemente insomma la situazione nel corso di qualche settimana e come si sono evolute le cose, ma anche se la situazione poi è abbastanza definita e ovviamente legata anche al mondo delle squadre russe, e appunto ecco, siamo arrivati poi alla fine a questa situazione con le due squadre invece tutte e due inserite nella prossima Eurolega.
Alex, after the ABA League final, Obradovic released some clear statement about how unacceptable was the situation for the players, for the coaches, and so on. And he said that we have to sit down and talk about this. Today we read that he was suspended, and then Partizan was fined. Okay, let's say the official part. But is there any update about the organization of the ABA League for the future to get the things done in a better way for the future without those kind of problems?
Yeah, well, we don't have any new informations or things that are going to change in that way about the fans, about those things that fans made in this final series and everything like that. But in terms of Partizan the decision to withdraw from the domestic championship, that's all we have. Like actually nobody was clear about the decision until the end. We don't know why they decided to do that and what really bothers them actually about the domestic championship. So last night we watched the second game of the finals between Crvena Zvezda and FNP. Zvezda won also the domestic championship, which I can be honest with that. We are slowly, actually, we start not to respect the domestic championship as much as we should respect the Serbian basketball here. But that's something that ABA League also bring to us, because the only important thing here is who is going to play in the Euroleague next season. And the ABA League is actually our wild card for that, so we don't have the other. And there are so many problems in ABA League with no fans also, in terms of referees, in organization of the league and things like that. But we don't have the other one. That's all we have here. So.
Allora, partiamo dalla fine. Ho chiesto ad Alex se dopo che Obradovic aveva parlato in termini abbastanza chiari di quanto inaccettabile fosse la situazione dopo le finali di ABA Liga, per la sicurezza e tutto quanto, e aveva richiesto espressamente che ci si sedesse attorno a un tavolo per discutere di riforme per il futuro, per migliorare questa situazione. E mi dice no, non abbiamo delle grosse novità su quello, però la Baliga è anche una cosa che al momento toglie ogni importanza al campionato serbo nazionale, che è quello da cui il Partizan si è ritirato, non ha voluto giocare le finali, adducendo come motivazione, questo lo aggiungo io, il fatto che fosse troppo pericoloso il fatto di ritrovare una situazione come quella delle finali di ABA Liga con la Zvezda. Obradovic è stato squalificato, il Partizan è stato multato, la notizia è arrivata oggi, però sostanzialmente ci dice Alexsandra che non ci sono grosse novità, però il fatto che lei aggiunge infine che si sentono anche un po', se vogliamo, colpevoli nel dare la giusta importanza al campionato nazionale, poiché la realtà è quella che l'unica cosa che conta lì è la Baliga, perché dà accesso tramite wild card alla come si dice, all'Eurolega. Adesso non vedo più Alexsandra.
L'hai troncata così, Elle, no?
Sì, però no, non ho stroncato niente, questa è la tecnologia che infatti ci viene subito il soccorso ed eccola qua.
Ok, back in.
Sorry.
Okay, no problem. So I finished the translation, so it's okay. So I have the last question for you. My last question is about Zvezda bench for the next season. I mean, in the last years, we had so many changes on Zvezda bench. What do you think about Radonic's situation as for now? I mean, we read some rumors that he is going to be confirmed, is going to be renewed, but actually nothing official is set. So what's your opinion? Do you have something more than what we have than what we can read right now?
Well, everything that I know is that he said last night at the press conference after the Zvezda and FNP match in the final of the domestic championship that he wants to stay in Zvezda. So we don't have anything after that. He said that he wants to stay there, but he need to go to negotiations with the president of the club and everything else. And if you ask me about the players, I think if Radonjic stays on the bench of Crvena Zvezda, he wants probably to keep Davidovac, Dobric, and players like that with him. So I think that's the main thing for the rest of the team, actually. Everything else about the players in Zvezda, in Partizan, for now, is speculation. So if you have something to tell me about Zvezda and Partizan, please do, because I guess they will look also on Italian basketball to find some players. But I think it's so early for now for Zvezda and Partizan to speak about the budget and the team and everything else, because they have to wait for the richest one to pick their players and then to find new players for their team.
I cannot tell you something special. I mean, I just read today that Kalina said that I don't know if I'm going to stay or not, and then that he was, let's say, on the radar of Barcelona somehow. Yes. And more nothing. I mean, we read also some rumors about Mario Esonia and Partizan.
Yeah, about that. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Here, I have an example of the last summer actually with Partizan. Do you guys knew about Zach Ledey and Kevin Panter anything before they signed for Partizan?
No. Me? No.
We also, we had a lot of speculations about other players, but Kevin Panter and Zach Ledey never. And it was like a big shock for us here. So I think that's something that Željko Obradović and Partizan did very well last summer. I think that is going to be a case again.
I would say that this is typical Željko, because that was exactly what was happening in Fenerbahce time when he was there. You didn't know anything about a player, and then all of a sudden you had the official statement say he signed for 3 years, 2 years, and so and so. But I'm missing the translation of what you said. Ho chiesto ad Alex qualcosa sul futuro della panchina della Zvezda, della Stella Rossa, dove ci sono stati tanti cambiamenti, abbiamo visto tanti nomi negli ultimi anni. Lei ha detto che l'unica cosa che sa, a parte le speculazioni, le voci che ci sono, che sono solamente voci, è il fatto che Radonjic ieri sera, dopo la conferenza stampa di gara 2 delle finali serbe tra Zvezda e FNP, ha detto che lui vorrebbe rimanere. Lei pensa, aggiunge, che se dovesse rimanere, giocatori come Dobric e come, non mi ricordo, which was the other player you say, Dobric?
Davidovac.
E Davidovac probabilmente rimarrebbero, perché da quello che ho capito sono un po' una sorta di suoi scudieri. Per il resto si vedrà, e dice è ancora troppo presto per parlare di offerte, di rumors su giocatori eccetera eccetera, perché non è ancora, il quadro non è ancora chiaro.
So what about we are just going to the last section of the program about the market, and it's the time to greet Alexsandra. For next season we will talk definitely, because we have 2 Serbian teams in the Euroleague, so no way that we don't talk again.
You will come to Italy when you play when the 2 Serbian team will play in Milan and Bologna.
I hope so. I've already been in Milan. I've already been in Bologna, but I would like to see Partizan and Crvena Zvezda as well next season in Italy and in every. I would like to see also Valencia. So there is going to be my next trip to Euroleague. So.
Okay, perfect.
So perfect. Have a nice summer.
Thank you. You too, guys. Take a rest.
Grazie.
Ciao, Alex.
Ciao.